Yes. Although, so side note, what would be a good way for people to get prompts to me because I have no idea where they all are from last week. Could we like make a channel specifically for just stuff for me to draw?
Actually,
You know what? Why not? You know what? Let's do it.
Chat.
You know what? We're gonna do it. Well,
Okay.
let's do it. Should we put it in the stream channel or should we just put it in the general channel?
Uh,
Yeah, I think stream. No, wait,
yeah, put it.
that's backstage.
Yeah, put it under plot holes.
MLP.
I want to say.
Under
I
plot
would
holes?
go with MLP just because
Got it.
people
The
get
protest
access.
initiative challenges. There is no protest.
There is no protest.
There is protest, but with the soul.
Okay. All right. So, does anybody else have executive privileges to the Discord, or should I go ahead and do that later in a little bit?
I do. Hang on. Let me add a channel under stream channels. It'll be
All right. While he's doing that, let's go ahead and jump into
database.
Let's go into the
All this
discussion
stuff-
because we
Someone
have no
already
time.
released all the bosses for Metroid
Yeah,
Dread.
we got no time, and I can't plug all the Goratoba I've been doing.
Yeah. Take a look at Toa's for the
I've seen some of
Gortoba.
it in the content creation. It's pretty good, Toa.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's see. Well, if this works, hopefully this works. But yeah, sure. I'll look at Toa's stuff.
Yeah, I had that.
Okay.
Let's see. Also, you might want to change the sync permissions to one of the general channels so it's so
setting
everybody
it.
can see it. Thank you.
All right.
okay.
All right, so let's go on to the notes.
Magazine, camera, both good. Also, I've got to go
Okay.
because I was in the middle of a game with some friends where there's this new train game. It's called Railroads Online. It's a multiplayer train game where it's not just train driving. You are basically building and operating a narrow gauge railroad, and it's great fun, and I'm terrible at it. Let's go! I'm currently sitting in the middle of the main
Have a
line.
good day.
I'm sitting in the middle of the main line with a handcart. I don't know how to pilot anymore. I got this far and then I couldn't drive it anymore. So there's a very good likelihood I could get hit by a train at any moment.
All right, go ahead and go, Cole, unless you have a quick shout out.
Yes. Shoutouts to Shoal. I've been pronouncing that wrong the entire time. SHOEL. They are an amazing artist, and they've drawn some really nice commissions for me recently. So go and check them out. They are an amazing artist, and also they really like creepy stuff, and that's cool.
Ooh, fun.
Yes. Oh, also, happy Halloween, because it's almost Halloween. We're getting close to Halloween. We should do something special. Yo, guys, we'll talk about this later.
Yeah,
Bye!
See ya.
3 days until-
All right, so let's see how quickly we can
Oh my-
go
yeah,
over.
it's 3 days until my 28th birthday, so.
Whoa! Oh my god, dude! Happy almost birthday!
God.
Yo!
Oh god, Vaguely is
Thank
going
you.
nuts on the prompts. Okay,
2.5 weeks
Let
till
him.
Halloween.
all right, so
Yes.
let's get into what little we can get into with the discussion. As mentioned before, our friend Creature has set up several notes while looking through the G5 movie, and now we
I
only
will
have
be
about
viewing only.
12 minutes to go through them all. Let's have fun with this. So,
Okay, let's book it.
so 6 minutes of exposition. Was there really that much exposition in the movie?
More of just backstory setting up. Like first G4 and then explaining Sunny his position and then saying why she can't be in Can Lodging.
Honestly, 6 minutes ain't bad.
It doesn't seem that bad. I don't know. The animated opening didn't feel like exposition. It just felt more like
There are
give it a
longer
shout out before the thing.
exposition dumps.
Yeah. Okay, next point.
That Dad devoted his life to researching unicorn and Pegacide. No mention of the 3 crystals. I'm gonna bet money that he didn't know that the crystal was that important. Well, he knew that the crystal was somewhat important, but I don't think he realized where the other crystals were. Because in all honesty, I mean, part of it was part of a crown that they didn't exactly put together until they saw a mural that nobody in Pegasus Land knew about. And the unicorn,
in Bridalwood, the other
knew.
crystal was probably just a loose crystal someone found.
exactly.
I don't think he knew the crystal was that important. Just that when you shone light through it, it did this thing.
I don't know. I think
that's
he
probably a good thing for a kid.
I think he knew. I think he knew it had some importance just because of how that little wooden structure just kind of embedded into the shape. He just probably didn't know where the other ones were because
embed didn't show up until you put the rock and stones there. So I'm not sure if
He
I don't know.
might have
I
found
feel
that,
like
but didn't tell.
I feel like he made
Or
it.
he never found it or never tried to.
Well, either didn't find it or he made it and he didn't know where the other crystals were, so he probably didn't make mention of it. And maybe he just thought it was some sort of lore, just legend or something. I mean, he was a researcher.
He is an archaeologist.
Yeah. I mean, there are many theories that archaeologists have that they're not going to exactly voice out unless they actually have something behind it. And all he had was a stone that he wasn't even sure was the right stone to begin with. Probably.
yeah.
Next, Spike Doll. We all want a Spike Doll, don't we? A nice little plushy Spike Doll.
Wait, there was a Spike Doll?
There's a Spike Doll in there, yeah.
In Sonny's tent.
Yeah,
we saw multiple watchings of it to go through all the little things.
Yeah, you really gotta dig deep when she's a kid because there's so much there if you really are. If you're, let's see, no Earth Pony representation on bag and only Twilight pin, no rarity. Really, I thought there were Twilight and Fluttershy. Yeah, wait,
The pins on the shoulder strap.
Was there only 2 pins? I thought there was only 2.
No, there were 3 pins: Rainbow
There's
Dash,
3.
Rainbow Dash, Fluttershy, and Twilight.
Well, I mean, I guess she was already an Earth Pony, so she'd probably celebrate the other races a little bit more. I mean, they were making unicorn cupcake instead of Earth Pony mud pies. Ah!
Damn.
I don't know. That's my best theory on that one. Star Swirl portrait in Sunny's house. Actually, I love that. I just like this idea that he came across this ancient building and just there was a random Star Swirl portrait that was just in there and he restored it, but he has no idea who the hell it is.
Also Grogar's bell that we saw with the little crack.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been feeling he found like some sort of crypt or something that had a lot of these artifacts, but there's no like knowledge behind it. It's like ancient lore.
Also, he has the freaking box from season 4.
What box? Oh, no, he has a concept art of a box.
That looks like the box from season 4.
Yeah, that's drawn.
How would anyone know of that if Twilight did send some of it to Celestia?
Yeah.
Well, not only that, there's
Celestia Luna could have seen it because at the end of the season 4 premiere, they all saw the box.
Plus,
so they probably knew what it looked like.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Twilight wrote about it in a journal or a letter or multiple art things. I mean, it was a curious box at the bottom of their tree savior god. They're going to take some sort of art imagery or something about it. They're not just going to let it sit there.
True, but it's one of those things of, okay, that's somewhat random. Not, lol random, but just, random.
Fair enough. Okay, prejudice against other pony species were taught in school. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, they basically had
over 1,000 or even 2,000 years went by and there no information of. I just kind of lost my train of thought for a moment.
I think it's probably one of those things where they kind of have the skepticism because you kind of see the posters and stuff like that, but it's not exactly like the Great Pegasi of 18 years ago destroyed 2,500 ponies. Here's their name categorically.
Or discourse became too great between the races and they just drifted off and made their own towns.
Well, it's also
I think it's just the concept.
There's one reason why I can throw that one out. Remember in the station in the movie, they literally had advertisements to go to the other places.
But also begs the question: why did they forget all about this?
Honestly, I have a few random ideas, but the big thing is just time frame. I think that it was, it's taught since childhood. Okay, so it was taught since childhood, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's taught in school. It just might be that their parents kept labeling it onto their kids.
No, there was a literal thing saying, well, the books in school say this.
Oh, good point. Never mind.
The history books.
The history books. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Okay, so yeah, I guess prejudice was taught in the schools. Granted, it probably was taught with about as much grandiose as other little bits of history that nobody ever wants to talk about, but they have to at the same time. Let's see. Did she make her own wing stickers for her helmet? Paint them on herself?
She might have.
I bet money she did, but I would imagine that she probably. I think she has some artistic skill just because of all the arts and crafts that she did do with her dad.
I wonder if she has a sticker printer or something at home.
Or actually, I do. Actually, I wonder if the dad may have made the stickers and she just held on to it as long as she could with the helmet.
Well, just because she's tagged up other places and like even like during the song sequence, she was throwing stickers of things on.
Yes.
You know what? That is a good point. Absolutely good point. I love that. That is a brilliant point. I love that.
I was like, does she have a sticker printer? Where? I want to know.
Yeah. Does Sunny have a sticker printer? Now we gotta wonder. All right. Counter logic. OSHA violations, including no failsafe for an automated system. There's no such thing as OSHA in Ponyland. There's no war in Ba Sing Se.
If you haven't noticed, there's like almost no safeties in that damn place at all.
No, I think
No.
I'm pretty sure it's just because they're usually just drawing stuff. They're making stuff that actually has no real effect and is just more accident prone than anything, and nobody's actually died.
After seeing that, I have expected to see a calendar like 0 days of accidents.
For that one
occupational
guy flying out the window.
And it's gone.
That explains it. Paperwork. All they have to do is fill out paperwork, and that's it.
Yep.
They just need to make sure they have the paperwork. Pony flew out the window where we're not sure if he's alive anymore, but you know there's no body.
We see him in multiple places all throughout the movie.
Yeah, poor guy. He went traveling around Equestria in 80 days.
I want to know what they put in those damn balloons.
They had to be some hella good balloons, yeah. All right, Counter Logic is a self-appointed militaristic equipment manufacturer. I think it was more like a self-defense manufacturer.
It's like defensive technology. Even Sprout said it himself. It's time we stop going on defense and we go offense.
Yeah, Sprout just kind of took everything to the angry fighting level as opposed to just making sure that they didn't get flown away or zapped by laser bolts. Hey guys,
just like Fallout Equestria.
Yeah.
Because the Earth ponies, they made the armors and stuff originally for defense, but then they started pushing against the zebras.
Well, it also makes more thinking about it. It kind of makes more sense because the Earth ponies basically felt they had no magic, and they're dealing with Pegasi that could fly them away supposedly, and unicorns with lasers that would melt their brains, take over their senses, and make them into milquetoast, or whatever the hell you want. So yeah,
read their minds.
Yeah, they're basically just going to do everything they can to be defensive against that kind of crap because they can't go on offense, at least not normally.
And the Pegasi are like, deploy the shield, and it's just a tennis ball in her horn.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Ponyman 64 pulled a G4 image of Twilight's diagram of the box, which good on him. How did it survive is my question. Not saying it's not cool, just.
It was probably drawn by the dad. Where we keep thinking like, how did the paper survive 10,000 years? The dad could have easily drawn it from notes. He was a researcher.
He could have found her diary because Sunny had a book full of information of what her dad uncovered.
Okay, and here we go. Here's the picture of balloon. Here the balloon guy picture, just because we have to. Have fun with this guy. Let's continue on here. Okay, we could go on to we can probably go on forever in regards to Counter Logic. Guy that floated out of the fibula was fabulous.
Yeah.
Yes, I'd say he is. Everybody agree? He's a fabulous boy? Okay, he's a fabulous boy. He's a pretty boy.
Very pretty boy.
Wait, is that glitter on his eyelids?
Of course.
I wouldn't doubt that. And there's probably glitter everywhere, including places we don't want to see. Sunny should be in jail for multiple counts of intrusion/vandalism.
Yeah, that's why you have a sheriff as a friend.
You know what?
It's benefits.
It's probably one of those things where they don't want to throw her in jail because it's bad publicity. At the same time, plus That was kind of bad that they didn't have a cancel for a thing like that.
So it kind of cancels each other out.
They kind of cancel each other out a little bit, though. Granted, Sunny's probably skirting the law line quite a bit. So
look, we won't put you in jail if you don't sue us.
Look, we won't put you in jail. Yeah, don't come after us. We won't come after you. We'll all live in harmony. Oh wait, you're running off with a unicorn. Okay, now we kill her. No.
Now this means
besides, we also gotta remember, Commandant Sprout didn't exactly go to jail or get chained up immediately at the end of the movie. Granted, we don't know if he got punished or not.
Community service.
He could have gotten punished after the movie, so let's not knock on that too much. Let's see. This version of Equestria has denominations smaller than 1 bit, at least half bits. You know what? I give him credit for at least getting inflation down.
Oh God! Bit, 1/2
well,
bit.
If you look at it, looks like population also took a serious hit. So.
Actually, I would get so into that because I got questions there. Harry Potter would be seen as a horror movie in this world, as opposed to an exit parody of Jaws called Horns. Yes.
Yeah, that's the one image that we went over with. Okay.
Harry Trotter.
Harry Trotter. Very hilarious, but it did have Earth ponies wielding magic wands, so I don't know about horror movie, but more like maybe
and
the Earth
Universe's movies, the wands are made of dead unicorn horns.
Oh God! I can actually see that.
God.
I can actually see that. Just like we got the unicorn's magic now. We can defend ourselves. Come on, Ron. Let's go invade the unicorn army. Moving on.
Quick, Ron. Quick, Ron. Let's just go and fight the infidels.
Hermione, stop.
So let's move on.
Stop it, Ron. Stop. Okay, moving.
Oh no. There was even a
Love saw.
He had such a day. Like he was a unicorn Terminator.
That's an irony.
I love that. I love the Unicorn Terminator. Oh, that was so awesome.
Come with me if you want to live.
An irony in universe that is lost on people.
I actually find it more hilarious that Izzy was just like, "Oh, I haven't seen this one." It's like, what?
Wait,
I don't
what?
think these movies are being distributed. At least not.
Unless they're being pirated.
Oh, there. Oh, why? Who would? You know what? I don't know. Maybe.
There's a market for everything, including the black market.
Let's see.
I would like to think Izzy got her stealth skills because what she used to do is sneak into Earth Pony villages to watch the movies.
Actually, I like that.
That'd be funny in the theater.
But
all right.
She's only medium stealthy.
Okay,
exactly. Medium stealthy, so she got caught every now and again.
Moving along on the notes here. Automated technology advancements, but they have no mass public announcement system in Maritime Bay. Priorities.
Yeah, that was stupid.
No, priorities.
Priorities.
They gotta have those boxes that leap out of the ground and snatch a unicorn tonight.
Or alarms the alarm. Hey, we're being invaded.
Yeah. Did anybody actually see anything that resembled like a telephone system or a microphone system anywhere in that town?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, at the podium.
Wow.
Yeah, they had the podium, but also they did have running power poles. So
well, I mean, they have running. I get the running power poles, but I actually wonder if they have any sort of communications technology, or if they actually completely waylaid that for some reason.
How was Sprout speaking out of the machine? Did that
have
a...
like I said, they had speakers
actually,
and stuff, so I wouldn't be surprised if they had personal phones at home.
You know what? I do realize Sprout did have a megaphone in regards to angry mobbing as well, and
yeah.
So okay, they do have megaphones. So yeah, I guess there's a question there.
And
the Pegasus... I was about to say there was a megaphone outside of Sunny's house.
Yeah, I think the question is, do they? I mean, they have the megaphones, but maybe they don't have the communications technology to do wired communications.
Maybe they will soon because the Pegasi had cell phones.
The Pegasi are extremely advanced compared to everybody.
Not got that far yet.
Stick to the points let's see. Unicorn steal and entrapment devices are not discriminatory. I don't think they ever had to think about what would happen if everybody.
It just traps the pony, whether it's a unicorn or not.
Well, it's easy enough to get out of with a button, so I don't...
It's a weight sensor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
They probably also didn't figure... They probably didn't also figure ponies going around town panicking and running into it. I mean, you never plan for a stupid error.
Actually, wasn't that show at the start this is the things we've come up with and will be installing kind of thing?
I wouldn't be surprised if she already. I wouldn't be surprised if she already went ahead with the boxes. I mean, she's like, we will be doing this, but we're not going to tell you we already have.
It's too late before we put it in a decade ago when we placed all the roadways.
Unicorns and Pegasi are just as scared and judgmental. Honestly, yeah. That's the only way that this movie would work, because if Unicorn and Pegasi actually started trying to pop up into the town and just like, you know what, we could be friends instead of everybody being afraid of one another, it may have gone differently, or more genocidal than it did. More genocidal than it did.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Hitch is not an idiot pretty boy. Yes, Yay! Thank you. He is not.
Yes, thank you.
He's a smart boy. He's a good boy.
And he also has a good sense of rhythm.
Boy.
He's a Boy Scout.
Well, I do collect sneakers. What the hell is a sneaker in Ponyland? There's more comfortable.
Him dressed up in Halloween as Captain America.
You know what? Considering that we also have ponies riding around on rollerblades, which are basically sneakers with wheels attached, I'm not gonna not question that.
Wait, who had that line?
I think
that was one of the Pegasi guards.
Oh yeah, it was Pegasi. Yeah, one of the Pegasi. Oh yeah, they do. I mean, we already know that Pegasi can move their wings like hands sometimes, so maybe they could tie it like that.
Yeah, I got a collection of sneakers if you want to see them. Really? I'm like, yeah.
Actually, I could. Oh, could you imagine now that they can fly and they don't, and some of them don't tie their shoes properly? They just start driving and get shoe bombs that are falling on people's heads.
Oh my God! A boot to the head.
Boot to the head, exactly.
Literal boot to the head. You can. G1 shot. Yeah, there was a nice little shot of the G1 episodes during the mob song.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, angry mob. Let's enter We'll just say mob song. Let's enter a blind, irrational state. No time for overthinking. I like this. Millions can't be wrong, especially when they're screaming loudly. If you follow my orders brainlessly. Actually, he did say that. I think he did actually say that.
Yeah. Well, also it's the fact that he had like 7 Nation Army. He was
also the loudest, and he played off of their fear and what was going on around the crowd at the time.
Well, he was kind of playing off their fear, but he was also a product of the fear. So he was just the loud person that everybody was listening to instead of the loud person everybody should have been ignoring.
And he kind of went along with what they were saying because it wasn't his idea; it was what they were spouting. And
yeah, he just ran the wrong direction with it.
You only need one charismatic, loud person in a group to make a mob scary.
And it doesn't.
And that's kind of showing what happens.
It's just good. It's just a good thing that he was also an idiot, or else he probably could have done some real damage.
See, kids, the loudest voice in the room isn't necessarily the smartest voice.
And most of the reason why he was charismatic was because he was the son of the lady that owned the company, as well as he was the sheriff at that point.
Well, it's pretty much
if she appointed him sheriff, then what do we have to do? What can we do to deny her?
Well, it's less that she appointed him sheriff and more that he was basically the deputy sheriff and the sheriff was gone, so he kind of became by default.
He basically had default power.
Default.
But she actually alluded.
Oh no, she encouraged it. She encouraged the hell out of it, and
we are not denying that she did not encourage him.
What?
And she realized what the hell she did later.
Oh yeah.
This is a bad idea. You know what's bad when the Karen says stop.
Yeah, when the Karen says stop, now we've all fucked up.
And at the end, it's like I laughed my butt off when I said, "Oh my God!" She even avoided responsibility like a Karen.
All right, moving on. Someone please explain to me how wires are connected to the Pegasi. They're connected by wires. Where did it? I'm sorry.
Have you not seen such shows?
No, I'm sorry. That was just a horrible joke I had to make. How are the wires connected? They're connected by wires. Okay, moving on.
Have you ever seen stunt performers?
Actually,
I need to rewatch that scene again to see just how would they have had wires, because I thought at least there was a flip somewhere in there.
I'm sure they had some kind of a harness that was like just
wires, harness,
lighting
to hide the wires.
You got fur, which is very helpful, as well as you got really fluffy wings, which is also really helpful. And then if you color match the harness to the fur color, it's almost unrecognizable, especially if you use good cables and lights. So
yeah. And they did say that they had
good choreography as well. Before
all you need is a 2-point harness. That's how you do the flips and stuff. But then you need to be able to have something where they can grab for a second to pull along to continue the momentum. Anyways, I know too much about this.
Well, they also had the actual wings, which probably helped with orientation as well as movements.
Yeah, because Zip has shown that they can glide.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Where did Hitch get a fake mustache and why? Why not?
I mean, he has animal friends. He could literally go, "Can I borrow some of that fur?"
Yeah, just get a bunch of fur and mustache it. It's the wings I'm wondering where Hitch got. I wonder where he got the wings from. That's what I'm wondering.
Probably a trash bin somewhere.
Why would they have fake...
Or a Halloween store.
But how? He was... Unless he ran all the way back to Maritime Bay and then back with wings. How would you pull that off?
No. The wings were mostly made out of cardboard. At least that's what it looked like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He could just grab some cardboard from a... Yeah.
Grab cardboard, rip it up, you got wings.
Okay, I can't argue that. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
And since someone else was flying, they couldn't check if they were real or not.
Okay, lying about flying is apparently a prisonable offense. Technically, it's why they were royalty, and they did it for maybe several decades, maybe even for...
They did it for political gain, which is illegal.
Well, less political gain and more political stability, but it's also it was like it's like finding out the crown jewels, everybody. The crown jewels throughout the British royal family that they've had since the 16th century actually were made out of
glass.
Glass. Yeah, it's finding something like that out. That would just be... Yeah, it would devastate people. So I could see them throwing in prison at least for a while.
Also, that freaking tongue twister from the newscaster.
Oh, that was funny.
Also, I say, somebody said crown jewels.
Crown jewels. Okay, Pip looks like a bigger diamond tiara. Yeah, I'm not gonna argue that. She kind of does, but she's also chunkier.
This boy that we have in front of us with all the glitter looks more like Diamond Tiara than she does.
Yeah,
we're just gonna keep this image up. We're just gonna keep this image up forever. It's the perfect image. All right, so moving right along. Okay, let's see. Pip looks like... Oh, I already did that. Ponies only have a butt mark on one side. You know what?
That's true.
Let's go ahead and put this to bed here.
Yeah,
The problem is that this is not quote-unquote Hasbro's disease. This is actually something that happened with G4, where it was easier to take a flash image and flip it, so that's why a lot of the ponies had the double cutie mark going on with G4, while if you go back to the earlier ones, G1, G2, G3, G3.5, all of them.
Okay, I'm stopping you right there before Cole comes in. It's G1, ponytails.
I said what I said, and I was talking about the toys.
I hear you.
So all of them actually did only have one cutie mark on the side, though. The two-sided thing was more of a G4 situation, which admittedly it doesn't look good. I like them dual-sided. I really do.
Yeah, I think it just balances the design out, if you ask me.
Yeah. So learn something new every day, everybody. But I did look it up when I only saw the one side because I really got curious personally. Izzy is a woodpecker beaver. You also forgot can opener. Unicorn horns are translucent without magic. Are they?
Yeah.
I didn't really look at the horns that closely.
I kind of didn't either, but I thought Izzy's was rather solid.
Yeah, I thought it was rather solid too.
But she was the exception, not the rule.
All right. How does DDR in this world work without magic? Also, they call it just prance. I'm guessing Ubisoft might have get involved there.
I thought it was armadillo powered.
It was armadillo powered. It is armadillo powered, but yeah, how they got it randomized. You know what? I've seen some pretty... They got the Charles Babbage machine that actually did calculations without any electricity. I could see them doing a DDR machine if they really wanted to.
I'll say it just all rolls down to mechanics really more than actual software. So you'd have to do a lot of hard thinking on mechanics. So
also the patterns that appear on the machines as the game goes on.
All right, now everybody, bing bong.
Out of the mayonnaise.
Something terrible happened with mayonnaise.
It's the question that bronies are gonna run with forever. What happened with mayonnaise?
Why is it a sin?
Long scene of sulking without dialogue, longer than usual, without a song. It's not normally conventional. Honestly, I'm kind of glad for that. I hate the sappy, sad song. It's like, what have I done? Everything explodes. Everything I touch is dying, and now my cake is no longer inflating, and my souffle is actually twice the size.
So
Fuck.
I'm an idiot.
Every time.
Why did I do this?
Fuck. Oh, no, wait. There's inspiration. Okay, and the sulking was a little bit longer than usual, but at the same time, I'm just glad there wasn't a sad song. Yona sings.
Yeah, the song would have killed the mood a bit.
No, I'm just tired of Yona's sad song. Yona song, sad song. Yona sings sad. You get my point.
I get you, but also
granted, I do admit it's not conventional, and I'm glad for that. Shake up the formula a little bit.
We don't always need a sad,
it could have just been a good rendition of what I've done, and it would have fit.
Yeah, no. European license plate on Monster Machine. I'm not touching that one. Anybody really want to touch that one? Because I think
I'm going to touch it. I'm going to touch it. It's an Irish production. That's how they referenced it.
But
why? Or the Pony World? It's actually they're located in the EU.
Actually, did anybody?
It's the Fiare model, and Fiares all use horses.
Actually, I just had a thought. We know that they have a trolley. We know that they have like food trucks. Do they actually have cars in Maritime?
No, they do not have cars.
Yeah.
Apparently they can though.
I mean, did anybody look at the trolley?
We haven't seen any cars.
Did anybody look at the trolley and food truck and everything and see if they had license plates there too, just by chance?
I didn't look.
I honestly wonder a little bit.
They do have cars because
crowd at it just for flair.
Well, not exactly a food truck. It might have just been like a food stall that the translocatable food stall, which honestly that would be a brilliant business idea.
Yeah, it could have just been the standard horse to carriage, but with food.
Yeah, horse carriage with food. Yeah.
Yeah.
Queen Mom is strong AF. You ever see
She is a damn good mother.
You ever see a mom that's actually trying to protect her kids? I would not get near those things. Those are beasts.
They beat the shit out of you. They will.
They will destroy you and everything you stand for.
She even ran all the way from her home just to try to find her kids.
Magic MacGuffins don't work until conflict was already resolved. I don't think that they were actually Magic MacGuffins. I think they were amplifiers. They were not. They
didn't activate during the conflict because we always had the things in MLP lately activate during the conflict that helps resolve the conflict.
Honestly, that would have been more hilarious. But I like the idea of them being amplifiers and they actually had to resolve the problem themselves, and then the magic amplified back. Oh, Vaguely, Vaguely has a theory. Okay, Vaguely, what's your theory? Let's hear what he thinks. Okay, let's wait.
As they're typing, I'll just say,
yeah.
My idea is they are pre-generated magic, so they will only activate when certain criteria are met.
That's one thing. I like that theory too. I still like mine about him being an amplifier, though. Imagine a world where the magic is slowly dying out. You actually have 3 crystals, which actually amplify the magic to allow it to exist. But that's just my thought.
Maybe it's a bit of column B.
Yeah, but I do like you basically got to unlock all the secrets of the stone before the stone activates.
Yeah.
Okay, so Twilight basically said, okay, I'm done, so I'm going to put all these power in the crystals and give one to each of you. That way you guys do end up finding you lose all your powers and can't hurt each other. You know what? I actually like that. Twilight's just like, okay, you know what? I'm done ruling. It's time to give you. We don't have any more alicorns. I made sure that the stupid giant winged one died. Here's the magic stones. I won't. Okay.
Or it was kind of like a emergency, like a backup, say a fail-safe with whatever happened to the magic.
Actually,
I like the idea of probably just like she's just done with this. Takes all the magic, puts them in the crystals, and then she just vanishes.
Play fair or don't play at all. Goodbye.
Exactly. Bye.
Or he had a life expectancy like Celestia and Luna. Like Celestia and Luna lived for over thousands of years, but even they must have died of natural causes.
Okay, yeah, technically they were MacGuffins because they were the driving point between with whatever they were doing with the movie until the plot resolved. So
I'll get Deus Ex Machina, which is refreshing. So
yeah, they weren't the actual catalyst to finish the movie. They were just the MacGuffins. They were the red herring.
They were the thing to get the plot going.
Yeah.
Also, did anyone else notice that Sunny's journey was kind of like the hero's journey?
Well,
no, that's kind of the basic idea about a lot of these things.
Yeah. So. Well, we'll not get into that because we don't have the time. Instead, last thing, Sonic Rainboom / Aurora Borealis. Well, don't you know rainbows are magic?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we didn't see Aurora Borealis, so where are the damn reindeer?
They died.
They're dead.
They actually died.
The zebras, they're dead.
They dissipated. They no longer exist because the magic didn't exist, so they've evaporated into nothing. Like every other
reminds me, I wonder which races survived or which ones thrived all these years.
We will deal with that whenever the thing comes out.
Yeah, that just crossed my mind though, because I had this thought while waiting for the movie, but it just reemerged just now.
Fair enough. All right. Next point, if there is one.
There isn't. We're done. Oh, let's go. We only have a few minutes left. Let me see. Do we have anything that we can throw here on the video thing?
Well, while you figure that out, I do have one complaint from the movie.
Okay.
Shoot.
The DDR scene feels like it's missing a beat because Sonny does not come up with a, oh, I was just messing with you, so now I'm going to put it into high gear for the third round. And from Act 1, we have had Hitch bouncing to the beat.
Yeah,
why does he not step in for the third round and just trounce it?
Honestly, I was waiting for that too, and I was very disappointed when he didn't do that.
That is a drop ball there.
Didn't go that route, but I guess he didn't want to get in her way, or he didn't want to mess it up in any way.
But the thing is, throughout the whole movie, he literally felt like a trailer hitch. He was just there in the back of the truck the whole time. Doing nothing.
Okay.
The thing was, he was moving to Pip's music, not. So maybe
he was moving to Pip's music. He was moving.
He's got a good sense of rhythm, which is the problem.
At the presentation of items.
Admittedly,
he's been bouncing throughout the entire thing.
He's got a good sense of rhythm. That's the problem there, and I can understand that.
Yeah, it's like I'm kind of watching, like, okay, they purposely show him enjoying music and beating along to it, then same thing again, and then same thing again, and then the Dance Dance Revolution came up. Like, is this his chance? No.